Okay. Well, it shows up on my other screen. So, good morning again. My name is Stacy. I am a business coach and consultant helping healthcare professionals and practitioners running an online coaching practice build profitable businesses using systems and strategies. Now, if you watch my content or if you watch whatever I talk about, you'll figure out what's important to me in terms of running a business. And when I say systems and strategies, one thing I wanted to bring up in terms of that is the importance of making sure that your business is set up for success. And what that looks like is ensuring that you are running your business, and that's very important in running your business because you do not want you being an entrepreneur to drive you insane. Because I don't know about you, but how many times as running your business cause you to want to just leave it here and just walk away? Because it gets difficult, but it doesn't have to always be difficult. You can set up processes in place to ensure that you are helping yourself. Help yourself. Because the title of this live is Leave Nothing on the Table, because then leave no crumbs, because we don't have time for that. One thing that is very important as health and wellness professionals is that you build a business that is congruent with how you are trying to run your life. You want to build something that aligns with what you're trying to do, and you can't do that by trying to do everything alone. Because one word that came to my mind today that somebody was telling me over the weekend, and I thought about it yesterday on Mother's Day, they were, "Oh, you're a superwoman." I don't want to be that. I really don't want to be that, because then that is not only stressful, it raises levels of anxiety that you do not want. But when you start thinking really deep of how you want to set up your business, then you ensure that you're not putting yourself in a position where you are doing too much and being labeled as a superwoman. Like, if you love that term, that's your business, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't. Like, I am not a superwoman. I'm not trying to be. I am trying to do things in my life that make sense and that align with what I want for myself, my children, and our family. Also, for the people I serve. So what that looks like is ensuring that I have systems in place when running my business to ensure proper flow. Now, what I mean by proper flow, you can't be running a business and running around like a chicken with your head cut off. There are too many tools out there to ensure that you're not doing that. And that's what I'm talking about. You can't leave anything on the table. Now, I know I forgot to say this at the beginning, but if you're joining live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. I want to make sure that I interact with you and also other people see this. So you can't run a business running around. Because then if you're onboarding clients, let's say you're a health coach, you're running this practice, your practice, and every time you have a coaching client, you have to edit the form, send them the form. Let's say you already have Airtable set up, great. Now you have to put the email together or whatever form system you're using to send forms, because I know there's so many out there that may work for you. But putting that email together, ensuring that it's personalized, because one thing that you don't want to do is lose personal touch for the sake of your sanity. And personal touch, there's a way to circumvent that with setting up systems, but you're not allowing yourself to do that because you've told yourself that you would lose personal touch if you use automations. So it's causing you to lose your marbles. And so you're doing all that, setting up the emails. You don't get the form back. You have to remember to reach out and all of these things. But automations can help you do these things without you reducing the possibility of human error. Because then I've been telling you to focus for so long that you need to make sure that this is not becoming an issue where you focusing on these particular things and focusing on building a practice that supports what you want for the future is it's a non-starter and you're non-negotiable. Because think about this, you have a system set up. As soon as somebody fills out the form that they're interested, something like a workflow starts. They'll receive an email. Thank you for your interest. This is when our call will be. They'll get a reminder. And as soon as the deal is closed, they start being your client, or they say they're interested. You send them a proposal. They say yes. Make a payment. Workflow starts. You don't have to worry about these different administrative tasks that are taking over 30% of your time. You can free up your time, and also you're not leaving money on the table because you have systems in place to ensure that by the end of their time with you, they also receive emails to remind them of how you can work with them, gather feedback, because that's another important thing. Oftentimes when we're in the thick of the coaching relationship, we may forget to gather valuable feedback and also testimonials from the clients that we're serving. So having something in place like that ensures that you're not leaving anything on the table and you're gathering the information that's needed to ensure that not only you're improving yourself, you're improving your services, and you're improving your workflow as well. Because then when you do that, what it does, it increases client retention and also increases your messaging, because now you have a better idea of what it is the people you like, the people you serve, what they like and what they dislike. Because if you know this information, a lot of times people fail to notice that information is gold. Being able to serve the individuals that you are working with properly, and also understanding where they're coming from is very important. And setting up these things, these automations, these systems also enable you to do that. And that's where when I say leave nothing on the table, these can prevent gaps that exist when you're not consistent with your actions. When you're not consistent with the way your business is flowing, there are gaps that exist because of those, and that's what we want to avoid. So with that said, have you thought about how you're gonna introduce automations in your coaching business to ensure longevity and profitability? That's one question I have for you. That is key, because you want to ensure that you're allowing your ideal clients to get the best version of you while you're coaching, without you having to worry about other things. Because that time that you would use for all this work, all this admin work, you can release that by just focusing on this one thing. And this one thing will serve you long term, because all you got to do, one thing that I advise my clients is to make sure, periodically, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, ensure that your workflows are triggering properly. Like, is there something you need to update in your messaging? Make sure you do that periodically to ensure it's still working to the best of its abilities. Because that's all that you would need to do. Like, go through your workflow and ensure that this workflow is still applicable to whatever you're doing with your clients. Now, there's so many different ways to set up an automation for your practice or your coaching practice. And the two different systems that we excel at include Practice Better and Dubsado. So if those are things that you're interested in establishing in your practice, and working on creating your signature offer and different things, remember that's just one component that we help our clients with. If you're interested in working in all of these things, I suggest that you click the link in the comment and apply for our Beautiful Gains coaching program, because in this program, we take you from elevating your messaging and creating messaging that helps you attract the right clients and expand your audience to include information for your ideal clients so they can be interested in what you have to say without you trying to pull teeth. That's the other thing. We're not trying to pull teeth. We're not trying to throw spaghetti at the wall, and having clear messaging is very important. So in the Beautiful Gains coaching program, we work on that. We work on your systems and your client journey to ensure that you have a workflow in place. If you already have clients, like, establishing these things can help improve the service that you're providing, but also improve your client journey overall. So with that said, I invite you to apply for this program. The link is in the comments, but I also invite you to share what software you've used in the past, because that's the other thing. You may have used something that was not working the way you wanted to, because oftentimes we tend to throw away the whole concept because something didn't work out for us, and that is something I don't want you to think is not a great investment or a great time investment and cost investment, because it is. So I want you to definitely share with me in the comments what it is you've tried in terms of CRMs to ensure client satisfaction and retention, because then I'm really curious and I really want us to have this conversation. So with that said, drop in the comments what your answer is, and also check out the link in the comments to apply for the Beautiful Gains coaching program. And also, I hope you have an amazing week. Make an amazing week, and we'll talk soon.